President Trump is meeting at the White House with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu today, marking the first time the two leaders have met face-to-face since they launched a joint war against Iran. Political reporter Marcia Kramer joins us now with more high-stakes meeting. Marcia.
It is indeed, Jess. There have been a number of speed bumps since the United States and Israel attacked Iran, so this is an opportunity for both men to showcase a smooth relationship as both are facing political pressures and fallout from the war, which has now been going on for 5 months. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu arrived in the United States to attend the funeral of Lindsey Graham and meet with President Trump, as both are facing political pressure. Netanyahu is up for re-election this fall and wants to show a close working relationship with President Trump. The president is facing tough midterm elections as he tries to end an unpopular war that has hurt the economy and raised the price of gas and consumer goods. Iran is topic number one for the confab. Netanyahu said during a weekend interview that he expected to discuss Israeli intelligence on Iran's nuclear program.
As far as the nuclear program, we constantly exchange information. Our intel services and yours are working so close together that it's not that I'm going to present new information, but I think it's a good thing to have the opportunity to sit with our good friend President Trump and to hear what he has in mind.
Netanyahu said he supports the president's efforts to end the war, saying, quote, "It's his decision." But he also insisted Israel has to protect itself from Iranian aggression.
And I think I should say it very, very clearly. If Iran attacks Israel, either directly or through proxies, either with ballistic missiles or UAVs or killer drones, it will make a terrible mistake, because our response, Israel's response, will be very, very forceful.
Netanyahu wasn't the only world leader who came to Washington for Senator Graham's funeral. The Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy is also in Washington, and he also met with President Trump. Graham was a war hawk who supported U.S. aid to both Ukraine and Israel. Now, the president's meeting with both Zelenskyy and Netanyahu were closed to the media. And by the way, despite the best efforts of Mayor Mamdani, Netanyahu arrived in Washington without being arrested. Last week, the mayor admitted he lacks the authority to arrest Netanyahu, and he demanded that the president do it. Yesterday, he refused to say if he had talked directly with Trump about the issue. Jess?
But the president did come out that day and say it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. And obviously, we see he arrived peacefully.
Exactly.
Without handcuffs.
Thank you, Marcia.